Namaste. Come to an easy seat, an easy cross-legged seat on your mat. Sit bones ground into the mat and just take a moment to connect to your breath. And as you sit, start to even out the length of your inhales and exhales. So on an inhale for 4, you'll exhale for 4. Just inhaling and exhaling for an equal count of 4. The next time you inhale for a count of 4, at the top of an inhale, suspend your breath for a count of 4. And then exhale for 4. And at the bottom of the exhale, suspend your breath for a count of 4. Inhale for 4. Suspend the breath. Exhale for 4. And hold, suspend the breath for 4. And continue like that. Inhaling for 4. Suspend the breath for 4. Exhaling for 4. And holding at the bottom of the exhale for 4. This is called square breath or box breath. It's very calming for the nervous system. One more full round of square breath. And when you've completed one round, just come back to your normal breath. No need to manipulate your breath anymore. Good. And then let your chin drop to your chest and just begin to roll your head in one direction. These can be as slow as you want. And if you find a spot that just needs you to just linger there a little bit, feel free to do that. And switch directions. Good, and come back to center and just start to roll your shoulders. Keeping your shoulders back and down away from your ears and just rolling them in one direction. Doesn't matter which one, because we're going to switch. Go ahead and switch now. Good. And come to stillness. And from here, just lean way out, hinging at the hip, lean out and just start to make circles with your torso, just to the left, the back, right and forward, or the opposite way, again, because we will do both sides. And just let these be as big and expansive as you want. Good, and then switch directions. Good, come back to center. Inhale. And exhale. Palms to heart center. Good deal. Take your left hand, place it on your right knee. Take your right hand behind you. Inhale to come up and exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen the spine, crown of the head toward the ceiling. And exhale to deepen the twist. Maybe you're looking out over your right shoulder. And exhale. On the exhale, go ahead and bring your left shoulder to your left knee and your right arm overhead. And just get a nice side body stretch here. Chest open. And inhale to come up. And switch sides. This time your right hand goes to your left knee, your left hand behind you. Inhale to sit up nice and tall, crown of the head toward the ceiling, and exhale to twist, looking out over your left shoulder. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to twist. And exhale. On your exhale, bring your right shoulder to your right knee and your left arm overhead, getting a nice side bend on the other side. Really reaching your arm out so you're really feeling it through here. It's a gorgeous side body stretch. And inhale to come up. We're going to take eagle arms. So bring your arms out to a T and then bring left over right. So you're going to go ahead and place your left elbow inside of your right elbow, binding your hands up together, catching whatever you can catch. Catch your hand, catch your thumb. And then inhale, lift your elbows and bring your wrists away from your face. So your arms are at a 90, or forming a 90-degree angle. Round through your shoulder blades, breathe into that space. Really nice upper back and shoulder stretch. And exhale to release. Bring your arms back, maybe a little back behind you. Just stretching in the opposite direction. And then switch sides. So this time your right elbow goes inside of your left. Inhale to raise your elbows and lift your wrists away from your face, forming that 90-degree angle. Breathing into your separated shoulder blades. So you're rounding through your shoulder blades just a little. And enjoy this stretch. Just breathe here. And exhale to release. Shake it out and then come to your back. So coming onto your back, And just take a second here to establish a neutral spine. So your tailbone is flat against the mat. Your spine is nice and flat. And then bring your knees and your feet a little better than hip distance apart. So they're a little wide here. Inhale and then exhale. Good. Go ahead and bring your feet up. Grab your feet with grab the outsides of your feet with your hands. Happy baby. And just roll around on your spine, massaging your spine out a little bit, remembering to keep that pelvis tilted out so that you're maintaining a nice straight spine. Good. And then if you want a little bit more here, you're getting a nice gentle hip opener here. And if you want a little bit more, you can either stay here or you can grab the insides of your feet and press down with your hands. So you're going to feel that a little bit more in your hips. And you can stay here, or for a bit more, go and grab onto your heels and press down. Find stillness, breathe here. And release. Come on up and come through to a tabletop position. So you're going to be on hands and knees here. Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, about shoulder distance apart. Your knees are about hip distance apart, directly underneath your hips, nice neutral spine. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, look up, tilt your pelvis up to cow pose. And then exhale, press the mat away, arch your back, really articulating your spine, tucking your pelvis in, look down at look behind at your legs. Cat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, arch your back, tuck your pelvis in. And then just continue that on your own breath. I invite you even to close your eyes here and just think about nothing but connecting the breath to the movement. Let this feel good. One more full round here. And then come on back to that neutral spine. Go ahead and tuck your toes, lift your hips back to downward facing dog. Your index finger and your thumb are ground into the mat. Pressing your hips back, your heels are headed toward the mat. Maybe pedal your legs here, bending one knee, then the other. Coming up on both toes, and then heels down, pressing back with the hips. Inhale. And exhale. On the next inhale, raise the right leg up. Step through, drop the back knee. Top of the back foot into the mat, low lunge. Lifting through your chest. And then as you exhale, bring your hips back towards your heel. Peel the ball of your foot up. Straightening your spine, and then exhale to bow into that front leg. Hamstring stretch. Really flexing the foot so the toe is pointing up. Inhale, bring your hips forward, sink your hips, bend your knee, look up, low lunge. And exhale, hips back to the heels. Flex the foot, toes up. And continue on your own breath. Inhale to lunge. Exhale to hamstring stretch. On your next inhale, in the lunge, go ahead and hold here. Sink that hip just a little bit more. Lift your chest and lift up. Hold here. Breathe. And exhale, come on down. Frame the front foot with your hands. Step back to tabletop and then tuck your toes. Lift your hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Exhale, step it through. Come down on the back knee, back foot ground into the mat, low lunge. Lift your chest, look up. And exhale, take your hips back towards your heel. Straighten your spine and bow into that front leg, hamstring stretch. Flex that foot nice and strong. Inhale. Hips down, sink the hips, look up, low lunge, and exhale, peel that front foot back, hips back, hamstring stretch. And just continue this flow on your own breath. And the next time you inhale, come on down and hold in that low lunge. Lift the chest, lift the arms, look up, and breathe here. See if you can sink your hip just a little bit more. And exhale. Come on down, come back to hands and knees, tabletop position. Going to get a little shoulder stretch in here. So we're going to thread the needle. From this position, inhale, right hand comes up and just kind of follow the right hand with your gaze. And then exhale, thread it through underneath the left arm. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, thread it through, and this time go ahead and come down onto your shoulder very carefully. Side of the head can come down. You'll feel a nice stretch in your shoulder here. You can stay here, or your left hand can come up and behind your back. Just lay the back of your hand on your sacrum. You can stay here, or take your right foot and bring it out. So you're in kind of a gate pose on the right leg. So your right leg is going in one direction, and your right arm is going in another. And you can stay here, or for fun, you'll see if it's fun, it might not be very fun. Left hand takes the right foot, lift up. It's kind of a balance challenge. Press that right foot away so that you're getting a little bit of lift. Breathe. And exhale. Come on back down to that tabletop position. Take just a second here to Recenter yourself. Okay, we'll do the other side now. So inhale, the left hand comes up, look up. And exhale, thread it through underneath the right arm. Inhale to come up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale to come up. Exhale, thread it through, and this time come on down to your shoulder. Right hand is up and lays on the back of your sacrum. You can stay here or take that left leg out into a gate pose so your foot is sort of like flat or headed toward flat on the mat. And you can stay here or very carefully, let's see if I can do it on this side. And exhale. Come on down and then come back up to your tabletop position. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Look up at your hands, jump or step up to forward fold. Inhale, rise up, arms up to touch overhead. And exhale, palms to heart center. Again, inhale to rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flatten your back, look up, half fold, straight spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. Inhale, exhale, come on down. And inhale, chest through to upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale, look up, step or jump up to forward fold. Inhale, come on up, arms up, and exhale to prayer pose. All right, from here, inhale, and then exhale, sit back into your chair. So my hips are going straight back. I'm not pitched way out forward. You don't sit in a chair that way. Come on down onto a chair. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Think about placing your weight into your left foot and then very carefully picking your right leg up and just crossing your right knee over your left knee. Inhale to straighten the left knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten, coming up, maintaining that chair pose. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Just 2 more. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and unwind your feet. Unwind your knees. And then keeping the weight in the left side, go ahead and step the right foot back. So you're in a high lunge. Inhale and then exhale, right elbow to left knee and twist, twisting from the chest, hands in prayer pose. And then inhale to open the arms. Perhaps look up in a revolved crescent. Inhale to come up. And then swinging forward to your crescent pose. So you're facing forward now. Your hips are squared, your shoulders are facing the front of your mat. From here, spin your back foot back to about a 45-degree angle. Bend the front knee, open the hip toward the long end of your mat. Shoulders and your hips are squared. Bend that front knee. Make sure you can see the front big toe, and then inhale, arms out to a T. Gaze is over the front middle finger. Breathe here. See if you can sink your hips just a little bit lower. Weight is evenly distributed between both legs. And then inhale, right hand slides down the back of the right leg. Knee stays bent. Reaching back with your left arm, reverse warrior. Inhale, and then exhale, come forward, the forearm on the bent knee, and then reaching out with your right arm. So there's a straight line of energy between the tip of the middle finger of the right hand and the outer edge of the back foot. Chest is open. Inhale and exhale. And just for fun, spin down. The hand can go about a few inches in front of the left foot. And then see if you can balance half moon, opening your chest. And exhale, come on back down. Forward fold. Inhale, arms up, look up. And exhale, palms to heart center. Again, inhale, come on up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, look up, flat back, half fold. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. Coming forward onto your toes. Inhale, exhale, keeping the elbows close to your body. Come on down. And inhale, chest through. Upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips back. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale, look up at your hands. Jump or step up to forward fold. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale and exhale, sit back in your chair. Breathe here. Weight in the right foot. Left leg crosses over the right. Inhale to straighten. And exhale to bend that right leg. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. 2 more times. Woo. Inhale, bring your leg back around and step back to your crescent pose. Inhale and then exhale, twisting to your right this time. Left elbow comes to the right knee. Twisting at the waist, the chest, the shoulders, then the neck and head. Inhale to open your arms. Really thinking about, distributing your weight in both sides. And inhale, coming on up. Sink your hips just a little bit more. And then exhale, come forward and inhale down, crescent pose. Inhale, exhale, spin the back foot down so it's at a 45-degree angle. Take a look at your feet. Your heels are lined up. Hips are squared toward the outer edge of the mat. Shoulders in the same direction as the hips, so we're both facing the long end of the mat here. Nice bent knee. I can see my big toe. Inhale, arms up to a T. Reaching in opposition. So I've got a straight line of energy through here, and I'm reaching for one wall with this hand and the back wall with the other hand. Gaze is strong out toward the front middle finger. Inhale, exhale. See if you can bend just a little bit deeper. And then inhale, reverse your warrior. Knees stays bent. Reaching back. It's a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, coming forward, extended side angle pose. And then if you'd like to try the half moon on this side, setting up for it by placing your hand down just a little in front of your foot. Four corners of the feet ground into the mat. Hips are open, chest is open. I'm trying to stack my shoulders. And exhale, come on down. Feet meet at the front of my mat, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, palms up to touch. And exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, look up, flat back, half fold. Your hands can be at your shins or they can be fingertips on the mat like this. And then exhale, plant your palms, step back to plank. Inhale, exhale, come on down. Inhale, chest through. Tuck your toes, lift your hips back. Downward facing dog. And from here, go ahead and come on down to your knees in tabletop position. Take your knees out about mat distance apart. Put your big toes together. Inhale and exhale. Sit back. Wide leg child's pose. Find rest here. Inhale, come on up and come to a seated position. To like just a straddle position. And then from here, leave your right leg out. Bring your left foot in to your right thigh. Right, and here we are. Inhale, come on up. And exhale. Take your right hand to your left knee and your left hand up and over. So your left hand is reaching for that right foot. Nice side bend here. And then inhale, come up, spin that hand down, plant it on the mat, and just bring your hips up, reaching in the other direction. So just stretching the other side is really what we're doing. As one does. There we go. And then come on down. Now you've got your leg bent in front of here already, so we'll set up for pigeon on this side. So make sure to flex your foot. Your front leg is bent in front of you, and it doesn't have to be parallel with the front of your mat. It's kind of headed in that direction, but some people just do not work that way, and I'm one of those people. So if your hips are back, you're feeling a nice hip stretch here, and if this isn't straining your knee, again, you want to flex your foot to protect that knee. Inhale, And then exhale, come on down. You can come down to, you can stay just like this if you're getting enough of a stretch here, or you can come down to your shoulders, your forearms. Well, I guess you could come down to your shoulders. Well, you could come close. You can stay here, or you can take a twist. So twisting in the opposite direction from your front knee. So just moving in a little bit of a different way. Maybe 5 full rounds of breath here. You can even come down on your shoulder. Or you can stay up here, that's fine too. And whatever you do, exhale and just gently ease out of this. Roll down onto your hip, back onto your seat, and back into that straddle position. So we'll do all that on the other side. So inhale, and then exhale, bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, and exhale. Bring the left hand to the right knee and the right hand over. Flexing that left foot. And then inhale to come up, spin down, press your hand into the mat, and just come up on the hip, stretching to the other side. Inhale and exhale, setting up for pigeon on the other side. So we'll just do this the very same way, making sure that your hip is far enough back to where it can stay even. If your hip is way up off the mat, you can put a book or a block or a pillow or a blanket there or something. Either way, what you want to feel is a pretty intense hip stretch on the right side. So you can stay here, or you can come down to your forearms. Or you can come down. You can come down here. You can take the twist on the opposite side. Or you can come down onto your shoulder. So you have options. 5 full rounds of breath here. To come on up. Good, go ahead and come to your belly. And from here, place your elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Plant your palms into the mat. Plant the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale and exhale, sigh it out. Sphinx pose. Think again about just very subtly rounding your shoulder blades so that you're not sinking into your shoulder blades. You're not collapsing into yourself. Nice and strong, head up. So your gaze is a little out in front of you, maybe a little further than your mat. And if this is a little much for your spine, if this is kind of a little too much back bend, you can bring your elbows out a little bit. Just keep that rounding in your shoulder blades. 10 rounds of breath here. Final seconds here. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and come out of this. And what you'll want to do is bring your hands directly underneath your shoulders and press the mat away, lift up to cobra. Maybe just sway a little bit to just move. After holding that pose for a long time, you'll be a little sore. This is kind of a yin deal where you hold poses a little bit longer. And then come on back down to your belly. And from here, just, you'll have your hands directly in front of you, so your elbows are bent and one hand stacked on the other. Extending both legs, and then go ahead and bend your bend your right knee and bring it up so that your knee and your thigh are perpendicular to your body. Flex your foot. You can put your head down for this. Inhale and exhale. Think about pressing that right hip into the mat. Just 5 rounds of breath here. Inhale and then exhale to extend the right leg. Inhaling the left knee up. Your foot is out a little bit. Bring your left knee up to where the thigh is perpendicular to your body, half frog pose. Pressing your left hip down into the mat. Inhale and exhale, 5 breaths here. And come on back to center. Good. Okay, come on up onto your back. So come through, lie down on your back. For Supta Baddha Konasana, it's a reclined cobbler's pose. So bring the soles of your feet together, knees bent. Inhale and exhale, sigh it out. Ten rounds of breath here. Just letting gravity do its job, letting your knees sink. Let your hips be heavy. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, just take your hands and bring your knees back together. Take your feet about mat distance apart and just windshield wiper your knees back and forth, dropping them both to the left and then the right. Good, and then go ahead and place your feet about hip distance apart, your heels close to your seat, forearms down by your sides, palms planted into the mat. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, go ahead and tuck your pelvis and then peel up slowly, lifting your hips into bridge. Keeping your knees in, so not letting them wing way out. With every inhale, see if you can lift your hips just a little bit more. And then on the exhale, find ease in the pose. Pressing your forearms into the mat. 2 more breaths here. And then exhale, vertebra by vertebra, roll down. Tucking your pelvis, tailbones the last to come down, and then extend your legs along your mat. Let everything go here. Inhale, bring your right knee into your chest, hug it in, flex your foot, extending your left leg along the mat, bringing your right arm out to a T, and then exhale, bringing your right knee across your body, and then gaze out to your right for a spinal twist. Inhale, come back to center, and extend the right leg, bringing the left knee into the chest, hugging your left knee in, left arm comes out to a T. Inhale and exhale, bring that left knee across the body. Try to keep your shoulders down, gaze is out to your left. And inhale, come back to center. Do anything else that you need to do. If you practice plow or shoulder stand, maybe another happy baby before setting up for your final resting posture. Rolling around on your spine might feel really good right now. And exhale, go ahead and let go. Extend your legs. Feet about mat distance apart, and just let your ankles fall open, let your feet fall open. Tugging your shoulders under, bring your arms down by your sides, flip your palms up. Big inhale. Let go here. Soften what needs to be softened. Relax what needs to be relaxed. Let your body be completely supported by the earth underneath you. There is no more effort to be made here. Let your feet drop open. Relax your ankles. Soften your knees. Relax your thighs. Let your hips be heavy. Soften your belly. Let your breath be easy in your chest. Let your arms be heavy. Let your shoulders drop. Relax your throat. Relax your jaw. Soften your eyes and let them be heavy in their sockets. Soften your cheekbones, your forehead, your temples. Slowly come back, wiggling fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles. Move your head from side to side. And very slowly start to roll to one side. Taking just a moment here. Press up to seated. In gratitude for your practice, for this moment, and for our community, for each other. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may my actions contribute to the happiness and freedom of others. Thank you.